believe they're being surrounded by friggin' UFOs.
Once you're out in the open sea, expect anything. And when I say anything, I mean this, and even this. So grab your life jackets. We're about to show you some of the most heart-stopping ocean moments that don't just defy explanation. They'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the sea. Whale encounter. Kayaking in open water is peaceful until the ocean decides otherwise. It happened in February 2025 in the Strait of Magellan, Chile. A kayaker was paddling through the waves when, out of nowhere, the sea opened up. A humpback whale had breached, taking the kayaker into its mouth. For a few scary moments, it looked like he was gone. Then, the whale spit him out. The entire event was caught on camera, making it one of the rarest whale encounters ever recorded. Humpback whales don't try to eat humans, but moments like this are almost unheard of. The kayaker was lucky to escape unharmed, and now he has a story that very few people will ever experience.
Hey. Ya, vente, vente. De la cuerdita. Agárrate de mi cuerdita.
Unidentified sea creature. In Vancouver, BC, Canada, people by the shore noticed a massive thing moving under the water. They couldn't see what it was, only the ripples and waves it created as it moved fast beneath the surface, leaving a huge wake behind. Some believed it was a submarine, while others thought it could be a whale, especially since a hump-like shape appeared for a brief moment. But are there even whales in this area? This isn't the first time people have spotted something strange in these waters. Whatever it was, it disappeared just as quickly as it came. So if you ever find yourself by the shore, maybe keep an eye on the water. Mysterious being. In the waters near Singapore, a group of tourists found themselves being chased by something giant. No, it wasn't a whale or any fish they expected. It kept up with their speeding boat, but no one could tell what it was. Some called it a leopard seal, but there was a problem. Its long, serpent-like body didn't match the description. Maybe they came across a prehistoric being, or perhaps they discovered a new species. Although experts remained silent, the mystery of what lurks beneath the waves only deepens. Warning from sea. A fisherman set out for the day, hoping to catch a grouper, but what he pulled up was far more unusual. Or maybe even a warning. Instead of his usual catch, he found a long, silvery oarfish. These deep-sea creatures rarely appear near the surface, and when they do, legends say they warn of earthquakes. The sight of the mysterious fish left him unsettled. Without hesitation, he released it back into the water, wondering if this was just a rare catch, or a sign of something bigger to come. Toothless being.
No sabemos qué es este. Es un pescado raro. Apuren, apuren para darle vida a este pescado.
Fishermen in Mexico were shocked when their crane pulled up a creature they had never seen before. It was long, black, and completely toothless. After spending years in these waters, they knew every common fish, but this one was different. They recorded a video and shared it online, hoping someone could identify it. Some said it looked like a sea serpent straight out of a legend. Others guessed it was a wolf eel, but without teeth. No one could say for sure. It might be just a rare mutation. With no answers, one can only guess. Shark jump. Out on the waters off the coast of Maine, Sea Ventures Charters was having a normal day, taking clients out to tag sharks. They were used to spotting blue sharks, but that day, things took a crazy turn. A 7-foot mako shark suddenly charged straight at the boat, and then it jumped. It launched out of the water and landed right on deck, leaving everyone stunned. Luckily, no one was hurt. The crew quickly measured it, tagged it, and safely released it through the transom door. Mako sharks are known for their speed and high jumps, but seeing one crash land onto a boat must be shocking. Great white shark. A rubber boat isn't exactly the best place to be when a massive shark is nearby, but that's where a group of German tourists found themselves off the coast of Mossel Bay, South Africa. They were happily watching seals, unaware that something much bigger was lurking below. Then, out of nowhere, a 12-foot great white shark appeared beside them and started biting the boat. Its razor-sharp teeth tore through the rubber in just a few bites, making the boat tilt. Seeing a predator that size up close was terrifying. The group was rescued before things got worse, but the encounter left them shaken. Close call. A Florida fisherman was out on his kayak, enjoying a quiet day on the water. The ocean was calm, and everything seemed normal until something powerful struck from below. Before he could react, his kayak flipped over, sending him straight into the water. As he struggled to surface, he spotted the cause, a massive shark circling nearby. For a moment, it felt like he was on the menu. Wasting no time, he swam toward a nearby boat. He managed to pull himself on board, leaving his kayak drifting behind. It's not every day that a fishing trip turns into a close call with a shark, but in these waters, you never know what's lurking beneath. Whale rescue.
Okay, Sam. Sam, get it! Right now, get it! Get it, Sam! Sam, jump on the whale right now and cut it!
Not all heroes wear capes. Some just take big risks. A fisherman in California was caught on camera climbing onto a humpback whale after noticing it was tangled in a rope. The dramatic rescue, filmed in Morro Bay in September 2018, quickly went viral, with many calling him a hero. But not everyone saw it that way. While people were relieved that both the fisherman and the whale seemed unharmed,
Sam, cut it! Cut it right now! Right there! Sam, right there! Get it! Move! Just get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Before she dives! Cut it!
officials worried that the video set a risky example, one that might encourage others to try something similar. Risking one's own life to save another is no small act, but not every daring move ends well. Terrifying moment.
Hey, let's go!
Off the coast of Guadalupe Island, Mexico, a group of fishermen was hoping to catch a big tuna. One of them stood at the back of the boat, focused on his fishing line, unaware of what was below. Suddenly, the water burst open. A massive great white shark shot up, grabbing the tuna in its jaws. It leaped high, its huge body crashing back down, sending water everywhere. The fishermen stood frozen, shocked by what they had just seen. Watching such a powerful predator up close was unreal.
Hey, let's go!
Losing a fish was one thing, but falling into those waters, that was a thought they didn't even want to imagine. Sea monster!
It's a giant! Look at the size of this Warsaw. I'm 160 pounds, and he's at least 250. Look at the size of these spines. Oh my god, what a monster!
For 3 years, a team of explorers searched the deep waters of the Gulf of Mexico, traveling over 1,000 nautical miles to find one of the rarest fish out there, the Warsaw grouper. Their journey led them to Pulley Ridge, a remote underwater area known for its mysterious deep-sea creatures. After countless attempts, they finally hooked one. Pulling it up from the depths was a battle. This wasn't just any fish. It was a true deep-sea giant. When they finally got it on board, they realized just how massive it was. Over 500 pounds, with spines so huge they looked like weapons.
Hey, look at the size of these spines. Oh my god, what a monster! This fish is so big we can't pick him up. 4 grown men cannot pick this fish up. Oh my gosh. Sea monsters, dude.
Even with 4 men, they couldn't move it. Lucky catch. An angler set out for a night of fishing, hoping for a good catch. But instead of them finding the fish found them. Something was following their boat, moving fast through the dark water. But as it got closer, he could finally see it. A giant tarpon. These beings are known for their strength, and catching one is no easy task. But this one came straight to them. Sometimes, luck really does work in strange ways. Lively display. During a sightseeing trip, a boat full of tourists was enjoying the view when the ocean gave them an unexpected show. Out of nowhere, a baby humpback whale leaped out of the water, its shiny body twisting in the air before crashing back down with a huge splash. It wasn't alone. Its siblings were nearby, playfully riding the waves. The tourists watched in amazement, pointing and laughing at the lively display. For a moment, it felt like the whales were showing off just for them. Then, just as quickly as they appeared, the playful giants disappeared into the deep, leaving behind ripples and an unforgettable memory. Strange phenomenon. A Russian fisherman known for catching bizarre-looking creatures caught an unusual fish while commercial fishing in the cold waters of the Norwegian and Barents Sea. At first, it looked like the fish had only one eye, right in the middle of its head, almost like a cyclops. But as he turned it, the second eye appeared on the other side. This strange phenomenon is called eye migration. Fish like halibut are born with eyes on both sides. But as they grow, one eye moves, allowing them to adapt to life on the ocean floor. Nature really does have some weird tricks up its sleeve. Wolf eel. Near Murmansk, Russia, a deep-sea fisherman pulled up a catch that left everyone surprised. This thing had leopard-like spots all over its body, and a full set of molar-like teeth. Yeah, actual teeth. He uploaded the video online, and that's when the theories started rolling in. Many believe it was a wolf eel, a deep-sea predator with jaws strong enough to crush crabs and sea urchins like they're nothing. These creatures usually stay hidden in rocky crevices, so getting one up close like this is rare. The video gave a wild look at just how bizarre and unpredictable the ocean really is. Unidentified fish. The deep sea is like another world, full of creatures we've never seen before. But thanks to explorers and deep-sea fishermen, new discoveries keep surfacing. While fishing in the Norwegian Sea, a well-known Russian fisherman came across a bizarre-looking creature, and the internet couldn't look away. The video showed a deep-sea fish with a swollen, bulging mouth and huge, eerie eyes that seemed to stare right through the camera. Even its thin, reptile-like tail looked nothing like an ordinary fish. Its true identity is still a mystery. But one thing's for sure, the ocean is hiding creatures we can't even imagine. Giant squid. Off the coast of Toyooka, Japan, divers had an experience they would never forget. On January 6, 2023, while exploring the waters, they spotted a giant squid, alive and moving right before their eyes. At over 8 feet long, its massive tentacles drifted through the water, creating an eerie yet mesmerizing sight. Live giant squid sightings are incredibly rare, making this encounter even more special. The divers recorded the moment, capturing footage of the elusive deep-sea creature before it vanished into the depths. Strange follower. A boater was out enjoying the water when, out of nowhere, something made him lose balance and fall in. As he tried to climb back onto his boat, thin, hair-like strands rose from the surface. It was weird. He didn't stick around to figure it out and started paddling away. But whatever it was, it followed him. For centuries, sailors and different cultures have told stories about mysterious beings that are part human, part fish. Could mermaids be more than just a myth? With ancient tales and modern sightings, maybe the ocean is keeping more secrets than we think. Sea monkey. As the sun started to set, a tourist at the beach pulled out his camera to capture the view. But as he filmed, a strange sight caught his eye in the water. Curious, he zoomed in. Out of nowhere, a creature leaped from the waves. It had a tail, but its body looked like a monkey's. He stared, completely amazed, wishing he had a boat to get a closer look. Before he could react, the strange animal vanished beneath the waves. He had no idea what he had just witnessed, but one thing was certain. It turned his peaceful beach trip into a story he'd never forget. Giant fin. While on a trip, visitors spotted a massive fin rising from the water near their ship. But this wasn't just any fin. It was huge, almost as tall as the ship itself. Then they saw another one. Everyone went quiet, trying to process what they were seeing. Whatever was beneath them had to be gigantic. Could it be a megalodon? This prehistoric predator was said to reach 60 feet in length, nearly 3 times the size of a great white. Now imagine something that massive still roaming the oceans today, gliding through waters filled with today's sea giants. Or worse, showing up near a beach. That's not a comforting thought. Strange lights.
Worried they're being surrounded by friggin' UFOs.
On August 31st, 1994, a group of friends set out for a fishing trip off the coast of Florida. The sea was calm and everything seemed normal. But then, they noticed something strange. Far in the distance, glowing lights appeared on the horizon. At first, they thought it might be a ship, but the lights didn't move, didn't flicker, just stayed perfectly still. They watched, unsure of what they were seeing. Some believed they were surrounded by UFOs. Others had no idea what to think.
Worried they're being surrounded by friggin' UFOs.
But one thing was certain. They had just witnessed something truly unexplainable. Smoke trail.
Oh my God. They better get up. They're gonna hit the power lines.
At Jangkar Beach, Indonesia, a strange sight left people speechless. A long, black object slowly descended from the sky, leaving a faint smoke trail behind it. It wasn't moving like a falling meteor or space debris. It was too slow, too controlled. As it neared the ocean, some believed it was a damaged UFO, barely making it to the water. Others thought it was just a balloon drifting down. Whatever it was, the waves swallowed it within moments. No wreckage, no answers. Just another mystery lost to the sea. Sunset or what? A strange video from Russia left people confused. It showed the sun setting over the sea, but something was blocking part of it, and the shape looked just like Batman's mask. The way it glowed made it even stranger. People online had many ideas. Some said it could be Project Bluebeam, a theory about the government using holograms to trick people, but not everyone believed it was something mysterious. Many thought it was just a ship blocking the sun, creating an odd effect. The truth is still unknown. Looks like Russia's skies always have a few surprises. Sky oddity. Beachgoers were relaxing by the shore when one of them noticed something strange. Another sun in the sky. One was setting, while the other was rising on the opposite side. It wasn't a reflection or a trick of light. Both were clearly visible. Scientists say it's due to Earth's tilt, but some believe something else is happening. Many believe that this has another explanation. It could be proof of the legendary second sun, one hidden behind Earth, only visible at certain times. Unknown serpent. While hovering over the clear waters of Destin, Florida, a drone captured something puzzling. Below the surface, a long, black figure was slithering through the water. It was bigger than a sea snake, moving smoothly as if it didn't belong. When the drone got closer, its massive size became clear. Beachgoers couldn't stop talking about it. The sight left them wondering if it was still safe to be in those waters. Others believed it could be a legendary sea serpent. Lake sighting. After the alleged UFO sighting at Lake of the Ozarks, alien enthusiasts kept a close watch on the region. Then, another video surfaced online, this time showing eerie figures emerging from the lake. The footage sparked wild speculation. A well-known theory suggests that aliens live deep in the ocean, hidden from human eyes. But now, had they chosen a lake instead? With the mystery UFO sighting still unanswered, many believe the two events could be connected. Some believe this isn't just a random sighting. They might have a hidden base beneath the water, one that's been undetected until now. Floating bridge, or what?
While at the beach, Guillermo has managed to capture on his camera an optical illusion known as Fata Morgana.
The Fata Morgana is seen when there is what's known as an inversion layer in the atmosphere. Typically, the temperature of the air gets cooler as you go from the ground upwards. But when there's an inversion layer, the air near the ground is coolest and there's warm air above it.
On November 19th, 2022, beachgoers at Selsey Beach, West Sussex, UK, witnessed a ship that didn't look quite right. Instead of floating on the water, it seemed to be suspended in midair, like a massive bridge stretching across the sea. But this wasn't a futuristic vessel or a glitch in reality. It was a Fata Morgana mirage, a rare optical illusion caused by layers of warm and cold air bending light. These mirages can make ships appear stretched, elevated, or even upside down. It was a strange sight for sure, one that tricks the eyes and sparks the imagination. Massive catch.
Oh my gosh, he's coming up.
Ready?
Oh my gosh. That's a bluefin right there, folks.
An explorer set out for a fishing adventure off the coast of North Carolina and ended up battling the biggest bluefin tuna he had ever seen. Fishing with a charter crew from Oregon Inlet, the action started fast. Within 5 minutes, both reels hooked a giant bluefin tuna, but luck wasn't on their side. The first fish broke free after a 30-minute fight. Frustration turned to excitement when an hour later, another massive bluefin took the bait. This time, the team fought hard for 3 hours before finally bringing it boatside, weighing an estimated 700-800 pounds. The tuna was an absolute beast.
He's 600 anyway, Josh. Bro, he's giant, dude. Oh my gosh.
After snapping a few quick photos, they did what few anglers would. They let the giant go. Fish frenzy. On March 14th, 2015, a fisherman was cruising down the river like any other day until something bizarre happened. Hundreds of fish began leaping out of the water, creating a chaotic, almost unreal scene. It looked like the river had come alive. The sight was creepy. Few even jumped onto the boat. As the video reached the internet, many came up with different ideas. Some believed the motorboat's movement caused the sudden frenzy. Others say carp do this to adjust their swim bladders by forcing air through their esophagus. Unexpected intruder. A group on vacation in Florida was enjoying a peaceful boat tour, but their relaxing trip took a wild turn when an unexpected visitor decided to join them. A gator landed right on their boat. For a moment, no one moved. It stood there, its eyes locked onto the group. Then it opened its mouth, as if waiting for the right moment to strike. They knew they had to act fast. One person slowly moved, catching the gator's attention, while another carefully reached for its tail. With one quick motion, they pushed it back into the water. Luckily, no one was hurt, but they probably kept a closer eye on the water for the rest of the trip. Foam worth millions.
Jauh ke Pulau Taliabu.
Some fishermen were out at sea when one of them noticed a strange chunk of foam floating on the water. Curious, he pulled it closer and started cutting into it, wondering if there was anything special inside. And there was. It wasn't just foam. It was ambergris, also known as whale vomit, and it was worth a fortune. Big perfume companies pay huge amounts for this rare substance because it helps lock in scents for luxury perfumes. That's why it's one of the most valuable finds in the ocean. A floating piece of luck that could turn someone into a millionaire. Octopus intruder. If you think seals are the only ones who steal a fisherman's catch, think again. While two young explorers dipped their net into the ocean to catch some prawns, they got an unexpected surprise. A massive Pacific octopus clung to the net, wrapping its arms around the trawl like a pro. Curious about the unusual encounter, they shared a video online. Experts quickly responded, revealing that octopuses share 60 to 70% of their DNA with humans. That explains their incredible problem-solving skills. Often called the aliens of the sea, these creatures are far smarter than people realize. Turns out this sneaky octopus wasn't just stealing food, it was outsmarting its competition. Silent pursuer.
No,
A large part of the ocean is still unexplored, hiding creatures we can't even imagine. So when a kayaker noticed something huge following him, he got scared. At first, he only saw a dark hump breaking the surface. It stayed behind him, moving smoothly through the water. Then, suddenly, it got in front of him, blocking his way. He gripped his paddle, unsure what was beneath him. That's when he saw it. A whale. Its nostrils appeared as it took a deep breath before vanishing again. What seemed like a deep-sea monster was just a gentle giant passing by. A lucky escape, or just an unforgettable moment. Orca encounter. Orcas may look friendly, but they're actually top predators. While kayaking, a boater had a chilling encounter that left him questioning its intent. He was paddling peacefully when a massive shadow appeared beneath him. The water shifted, and before he could react, an orca passed too close. It didn't seem startled or playful. It appeared to be observing him, or maybe warning him to leave its territory. Not all sea giants are as gentle as they seem. Glowing orbs.
Bam! What is that?
Boaters near North Carolina's Outer Banks saw more than just a sunset that day. A group of 14 bright, glowing orbs hovered motionless in the sky above the ocean, creating an eerie sight. The strange formation left many puzzled, with some believing it was evidence of extraterrestrial activity, while others suspected a secret military exercise. But with no official explanation, the mystery remains. What made it even stranger? The orbs weren't scattered randomly. They were arranged in a pattern, almost as if signaling something. Whatever those lights were, they definitely turned an ordinary evening into an unforgettable one.
Ferry. Nothing around. Look. Nothing around.
Boat chase. Off the coast of Oceanside, California, a group of fishermen found themselves in an unexpected situation. The calm waters shifted as dark shapes moved beneath the surface. Moments later, orca whales emerged. Not one or two, there were many of them chasing the boat. Being near such powerful predators isn't just rare, it's risky. They kept moving, watching as the orcas stayed right behind them. These whales are known to display this behavior out of curiosity or as part of their hunting instincts. Whether they saw the boat as a target or were simply investigating for those intense moments, the fishermen were at the mercy of the ocean's most skilled hunters. Sunfish sighting. Divers in the waters of Portugal came across a giant sunfish, but this wasn't the breathtaking sight they had hoped for. The massive fish had clearly been through a lot. Half of its lower fin was missing, and a chunk of its body was gone. Yet, against all odds, it was still swimming. Moving freely, it showed signs of recovery, proving just how resilient these creatures can be. But seeing the damage up close was unsettling. A shark had done this to a fish built for life in the ocean. If a predator could leave such a mark on something this large and adapted to its habitat, what chance would a human have? Massive ripples. A fisherman was in the water when he noticed ripples forming a triangle shape. It hinted that something huge was beneath. Seconds later, he screamed in fear. The chilling footage, now viral on social media, captures the exact moment the sea shifted, revealing the enormous creature. As the shark glided effortlessly beside the boat, its sheer size became impossible to ignore. It was 20 feet long. The water, once calm, now carried the weight of something far more powerful. Encounters like this are rare, but when they happen, they serve as a stark reminder. Out here, humans are never the ones in control. Massive beast. A local was enjoying the sunset by the shore when her eyes caught an odd sight. Something huge slithered and disappeared behind one of the mountains. The eerie moment, recorded in Salam, Indonesia, quickly sparked debate. The woman filming was convinced it was a sea creature, but as the footage spread online, opinions clashed. Some believed it was a sea serpent, while others dismissed it as waves, or even a flock of starlings moving in sync. With no clear answer, the speculation continues. Imposter. Surfers captured a strange sight that left those who saw it puzzled. The view was fascinating. Dolphins leaping gracefully out of the water, but among them was something odd. It moved with the pod, but didn't seem to be one of them. Its long hands, almost human-like, stood out. Yet, no known mutation like this has ever been recorded by experts. The footage made it difficult to say what it truly was. Some believe they witnessed a mermaid, a legend, or a trick of the waves. What do you think? Metallic object.
Visual on enemy paratroopers in grid product uniform 259. No, we're on to them. Break.
A high-level military video was leaked, sparking intense speculation. But what made it so special? It showed a metallic object in the middle of the ocean. It was tilted as if it had crashed, but despite its heavy structure, it wasn't sinking. It was floating. That puzzled officials the most. Its shape was strikingly similar to the typical UFO. A craft like this shouldn't stay afloat. Yet, there it was, defying logic. Maybe the government knows more than they're letting on, but they're keeping it hidden. Hovering UFO. A lone sailor was drifting across the ocean when he saw something unbelievable. A UFO hovering just above the water, but it wasn't alone. Another one was following it closely, floating above the water. Some think this was a portal opening for these crafts. There's a legend that if you reach the edge of the ocean and touch the wall, you can travel to another world. But there's a catch. Most who cross over never return. They go too far, too deep into time, where something old and unknown waits. Maybe that's why the UFOs were here, not to explore, but to escape. Upset giant. While passing by a remote river, tourists had a shocking experience. The water was thrashing wildly, as if something massive was moving beneath it. Then, for a split second, they saw it, tentacle-like shapes breaking the surface. It almost felt like a warning, a sign to stay away. Some believe the Kraken is nothing but a myth, but in this forbidden stretch of water, where boating has been banned for years, maybe it's more than just a story. Mysterious USO. Back in February 2002, a family visiting the Strait of Magellan in Chile's far south captured something chilling on camera. It was a sunny afternoon on February 17th when they noticed a massive object emerging from the water. At first, they thought it was a submarine, but soon they realized it was sinking, rising, and even changing colors. Then, as the object turned a bright bluish hue, it slowly sank beneath the waves and vanished. Many believe this was a USO. After all, this region is known for its mysteries and secrets hidden deep underwater. It's time for today's open discussion. With the ocean constantly revealing its deepest secrets along the shoreline, it's only a matter of time before we encounter even more bizarre creatures, just like this man, who stumbled upon a strange sea creature unlike anything seen before. With a dark bulbous skull and undefined eyes, it almost looks like an alien that lost its way from space to the ocean's depths. Some believe it could be a fish that never fully evolved, while others speculate it might be the result of a scientific experiment gone wrong. To me, it appears to be a fish with a humanoid skull. With countless theories circulating online, no one has been able to identify this mysterious being. If you have any clues about this deep-sea oddity, let us know in the comments below.